in his speech yesterday that he had to echo the fact that this is not in any way intended to compromise Kenya's security, because that's a concern from elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it's not just from the northern frontier counties, but any border county that many Kenyans feel that, okay, fine, if you open it too much, shida inakuja kwetu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fred, first of all, the mere imagination that when we are talking about access to IDs and northern Kenya, the first thing that comes to our mind is security, is in itself marginalization. Mm-hmm. Because why do we want to imagine that our insecurity, first of all, must come from that side? It must come from them. This country borders Uganda. The people of my community are bordering Uganda. When we are talking matters ID that side, why are we not considering security? Mm-hmm. We are basically talking about ownership of you and acceptance that you are a Kenyan. When you go to Migori, there is the border to Tanzania. Okay? So the conversation must be the same for all Kenyans in different parts of the country. And that is the reason why, Fred, when at some point there was a heightened Al-Shabaab activity in Kenya, people wanted to look at certain communities differently, and you would meet them in the street, and you would meet my brother in the street, and you want to be slightly more careful with him than you want to be with me. Why? Because someone has been able to shape your mind to believe that that certain types of people are the ones that constitute something called Al-Shabaab. So it is true, and I agree with the president, that it is not meant to in any way create loopholes in the security of the country. Because when we are talking about giving Kenyans IDs, then we rightfully have the process. We rightfully have who is a Kenyan. It is by birth, yeah? And that is the formula to which people will be given IDs. So this formula should be the same in northern Kenya as it is near Uganda, as it is in Busia border, as it is in the people neighboring Tanzania. It should be the same. Mm-hmm. Then when it comes to matters about security and how we should be able to take care of the security, it must then be a security conversation around the country, not particularized to a particular community and a particular people. Mm-hmm. So that the same way we are going to discuss how we are going to secure our border in Busia, how we are going to secure the border near Tanzania and near Ethiopia and near Tanzania on the other end, the conversation around that should be the same for all these places and with equity even to the northern frontier. Mm-hmm. We must not be able to make it look like there are certain places that we must be able to be very careful because these people look like they are dangerous. That in itself is defeatist, and that in itself is actually marginalization. Right. Because we have people who have actually, and these people have actually lived, I don't know whether you've taken a bus from here to the northern region, you will undergo so many stops and so many checks and so many of these things. Some of them are very dehumanizing. And these are the realities that we're talking about. And that's why if the region is opened up and then we now have a road network that is it's sufficient enough, they can also travel like the rest of us, so that they do not have to undergo very many bottlenecks in every other place. I think that is the reality of what the president is actually talking about here, so that we don't look at ourselves differently, so that you could be able to see, and I have attended national celebrations before. I didn't attend this one, I saw it on TV, and you could see the excitement in the people. Those children who are singing there, you could be able to see that they are feeling like this is something that was so far-fetched. It is now a reality. It's now a reality that has dawned on them. So the truth is that, yes, we must take care of our security. Yes, we must be able to be keen and ensure that every other place is taken care of. Mm-hmm. But then that should not be able to make us marginalize others.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how